Everyone, so this is going to be a life update where I'm at right now, my boundaries I've set, like maybe any issues I have, how I've gotten to where I am and things like that. And I'm doing this video partially because my daughter just came out and said that she heard me doing my video earlier and said it was cringe. Ugh, that word is cringy. So, yeah. Anyway, uh, so it makes me laugh. I am right now at a really good place because, I'm one of those people that are so used to life going, hold on, oh, so used to life going really not so great, right? Like one thing or another is happening, like work, either, in the past didn't have a job, or in the past I didn't have a vehicle, or something major was going on, or life issues. Not saying like there's not issues now, but I've realized it all really comes down to the decisions that you are making. Hold on. Sorry, everyone. Had to, allergies, blow nose, and everything. So it all comes down to the decisions you're making, and what I'm talking about is every decision, small, big, whatever, affects the outcome. Like if you're at the grocery store and like, hey, this food here, sometimes I don't always feel great when I take it or eat it or whatever. Like I eat too much of it and it makes me not feel good. Okay, so let's say you buy that food anyway. Let's say you eat it and then you go to work and you have a slower performance at work, or you're not feeling that great. And then let's say there was someone coming out and watching people secretly, or I don't know, like evaluating. And then you don't get a horrible evaluation, but you don't get a glowing evaluation either, and therefore miss an opportunity. I know that that is very far out there. I get it. Oh, it was the cat, sorry. But I'm just trying to give an example that that is a possibility. Like all your decisions, even down to the smallest decision, can affect your life. Now, I know that a lot of things, not all things, but bad things, a lot of things happen in people's lives. And so, a lot of it they can't control. But there's a surprising amount of stuff that you can control how your life goes. It's all just based off of your own decisions and what you decide to do. Like even like I said, down to the smallest thing. Like it took me a long time to realize that. I'm gonna have to come up with some examples and read them to you guys sometime, but it all comes down to that. And I sound funny because my allergies. I took a pill this morning finally, and I'm hoping that it kicks in soon. 1 second again, please. So, and I took that kind of stuff to heart, which I believe has a big part to do with me being in the position I'm in now. Is my life like 100% where I want it to be? No, you know, but I love my life right now. I love my kids. I have I like the fact that I have a vehicle. I am paying a mortgage on a home. Okay, so mortgage on the home, vehicle. I have a good job that I'm looking at possible advancements in the future, which I love that. Um, I don't have any major issues with my home or anything right now. Um, Court stuff is going pretty good. Like, there's not really any major issues there either. Like, yes, I'm not saying there's not issues in my life. But if I look at it from a past me point of view, my life is pretty damn good. Yes, there's small, issues, different things, but that's normal. But actual, like, problems? No. Like, and a lot of that is, I think, like I said, goes back to my decisions, the things, my choices. And it plays a huge part. Like, even if, like, you're, like, having a bad day and let's say you get pulled over, okay? Or if you're in court stuff, like, your attitude, the way you talk, anything can affect that outcome. You be 100% respectful. You be nice. You be sweet. Like, act right. Yes, it's hard. It is very hard. But you act right, and they will see that. And they will see how the other part, like, it's it's common sense, but a lot of people's not energies, emotions, all of that run high, and yeah. Also, uh, what else? So right now with work, um, I had an evaluation that if you could get 100%, we'll just say I got 100%. They don't really do percentages with that, but I did really really well. No areas of improvement. Even if there's any possible like they said that if there's any possible like advancements or different positions and stuff in the future, they're gonna recommend me for that and things like that. So I was really happy about that actually. Like I was nervous and I'm really happy about how that went. And again, all based on your choices. And what was the other one? I'm always worried about the vehicle. I am. But I know that I take care of it as much as I can. Money wise, I got bills, so it's difficult to. Like, it's not having any major issues right now. The only thing it needs is an oil change and have the, other oils topped off. But as of right now, that's like 69 bucks, basically $70. I don't have that right now. Yes, it would be cheaper if I got the oils somewhere else and had someone do it. But right now, and this is a great example of your choices affect everything. Because right now, I've been thinking about it in my head, and my head's telling me, like, hey, when you get paid, you really need to get the oil changed and everything topped off, or there might be issues. And I've been kind of paranoid about it. And then I'm like, well, another part of me is like, well, it'd be really cheaper to just get the oils, get the stuff you need, and just have someone, take care of it for you. They can do it for you. But then it's almost like there's something in the back of my head that's like, oh, that doesn't sound right. Like, that, like something in my head is telling me, like, that that's not the right way to go. Like, I feel nervous about letting someone do that. And so I'm going to have to just suck it up and spend the money to get stuff, oil change, or things like that when I get paid this next week. So that's one of the things I was talking about, like that weird example I gave earlier with the grocery store thing. But this is my personal real life example. This could be one of those things where, let's say, I put it off and didn't get it. And then something happened to the vehicle because of that, and then could mean that I couldn't use it. And then, everything could snowball from there. Or if I did get the stuff and I had somebody else do it when I get paid next week, and then what would happen if they accidentally knocked something loose, or let's say they were having an off day because of their decisions and they didn't do it right. Like anything could go wrong with that. right? And so, and then again, things could snowball from there. So, but if I went and did it, got it professionally done, got it taken care of, I know that it's done right. I know that all the other oils are taken care of, so I don't have to worry about that. And, like, so again, it's all based on your decisions. So me deciding to get it done correctly, professionally, and getting it done when I get paid possibly saves me all kinds of other issues if I did made another choice. Yes, it maybe makes other bills harder, makes other things more stressful possibly, and things like that. But at the end of the day, you do what you got to do. So, yeah, there's that. um, but work is good. Hold on, sorry. Work is good. Vehicle's good. House is good. School, that's another issue. The kids' school is terrible. The way everything's going nowadays. One second again. Blowing nose. The way everything's going nowadays, sometimes it feels like homeschooling would be a great option. But sometimes that would be harder for work stuff, but it could be managed and figured out. But the other issue with that, too, is that with the school stuff right now, you got all kinds of things that are going on. I'd say this year alone, there's already been an exterior lockdown. And there was another issue or two last year, earlier in the year, I believe, or maybe August or September. I don't know. But this year it was because it wasn't due to actually a threat to the school specifically itself. It was other people that an issue had happened at a residential residence, I guess, someone's personal residence, and they were walking around with a loaded gun. It was a whole thing. But this literally happened not yesterday, but the day before. Today is so Tuesday. The whatever April Tuesday was. Sorry, I'm so tired. I haven't woke up yet. And then yeah, so and then the special education system in public schools is a joke. So it's so there's some stress and some issues related with that and how the kids feel and of course bullying issues in school and everything. So right now dealing with the school stuff is my biggest worry. And so but like I said, I'm not saying there's not problems or stress or anything, but compared to where I've been in my life in the past, I'm doing fucking great. Now, of course, that's not to say like I'm like everybody else. I'm like one missed paycheck. Uh, I'm not really worried about my job, to be honest with you, because I'm in the field where they're always going to need people. Like they're needing more people, like healthcare, but not healthcare type of stuff. It's like the in in home healthcare aides, things like that, and getting, trying to work on getting like certificates and stuff. So it's one of those fields where there's always going to be a demand for it. So as long as I can get to work and I do my job, I don't have to worry about not having a job because there's always positions for that. So you know, it's one of those things, and of course there's talks of oh my gosh, what is it? The hospital eventually shutting down in my town and like all kinds of other stuff there's talks of. So it's really, I don't know what I'll do if that happens. It's one of those things where you deal with it, I guess. Like, I will still have my job, you know, if the time comes for all of that kind of stuff to happen and people decide to have to move somewhere else. You know, I'll have my place sold. By then, my place will be sold off. I could sell this place, and then I'll have taxes and money saved to be able to get something. You know, so there's things I worry about. There's things I stress over, but overall, you know, I'm doing pretty good. What else? I worry sometimes. I wonder what I'm gonna do. Hold on, I'm trying to lost my train of thought there. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, um, if all of that does happen, I'm assuming there'd be a lot of cheap homes, so I could buy a home. But then again, what really good does that do if this turns into a ghost town? But you would think the hospital wouldn't like. I mean, this isn't like a huge town, but this isn't like a super teeny tiny town either. So it's crazy to think that the hospital would like completely shut down and then there'd be like nobody here. You know, like you would think like this is a like again not tiny, but not big either. Like it's I don't know how do I put this. It's like it's a big enough town though that it's crazy to think that it would go out completely or like somebody else wouldn't come in and take over or you know something, right? But again, this is all people's speculation. I don't know what's actually happening, but you know. And again, when the time comes for that, I can make decisions based on that. But like I can't save right now. Like I don't have the money to save anything until after like I get some things paid off. So after like the end of this year slash like February or so of next year, I'll be able to start saving because I'll have things certain things paid off by then, like vehicle buys and everything. And but as of right now, I can't save anything. When I get paychecks, all that's gone for bills. But you know, so regular life stuff.